Jared and Lindsay down here in the Great Smokey Mountains of Tennessee, continuing our fall/Halloween 2019 tour. And today we are in the great town of Gatlinburg, Tennessee. I don't know that there's any better place to spend a fall weekend than Gatlinburg, Tennessee. And today what we're gonna do is walk up and down the strip, check out all the cool harvest decorations they've got out for 2019. You got all these cool little scarecrows lining the streets. These particular ones are right in front of the Anarchista attraction. Hey, each one of them's different. They also got these cool little harvest baskets full of flowers. This is the kind of stuff I love seeing. One of the cool things going on in Gatlinburg this fall is the Legend of Halle Mountain in Anarchista. It sounds like a fun Halloween event. I'm not entirely sure what all is involved in it, but we are going to check that out tomorrow. I've always loved this little house that they have in the back of this truck here in front of Anarchista. And now they got it all decorated up for Halloween. I think we're gonna head in and check it out. It looks like there's a little haunted house in there or something. Well, I hear some spooky noises coming from inside there, so I think I'm gonna go in here and check this out. What do we got? Oh, okay. Yeah, this is decorated up different for sure than the last time I was in here. I mean, last time it was just like a regular little house. Oh, get out. Wants me to get out. Alright. Well, I think this is the exit, so I will oblige. And especially like this. I should do something like that in my front yard. That's pretty clever. We're getting here just as the sun is starting to set behind the mountains tonight. Wow. What a beautiful sight. Back here at the side entrance to the village, and this year they've got this all decorated up with these cool little cookie scarecrows. How about that? Oh, look at that one with the watering can as for a head. This one's also got a watering can, but I like the little sunflower eyes. That's a real clever idea for a decoration. The other thing I noticed about the scarecrows, they made the legs out of that black corrugated tubing. One of my favorite traditions is walking all up and down Gatlinburg, looking at the pumpkin people, or in the winter, the snow people. This is the second guy I found so far. At the end of the video, tell me how many you think we found. Hey, here's another one right in front of Old Red. In fact, this one must be the Old Red one because he's wearing the shirt. He's also got himself a dog companion. I believe that's a hound dog. Am I right or wrong? I'm not sure. Over here in front of Ripleys Aquarium, the Smokies, they got a bunch of pumpkins down there on the rocks. I also got a couple of black bears up there that I never noticed before. Ooh, I also think I see some pumpkin men. They got corn stalks all up and down the walkway here leading up to Ripley's. Oh, I see some more pumpkins too. Not sure what's going on here. Are these pumpkin people torturing this larger pumpkin by putting out their cigars on him? Man, that's some angry pumpkin people. He seems to really be enjoying getting burnt though, doesn't he? If you've never been to Ripleys Aquarium, the Smokies, you don't know what you're missing out on, because this is actually a fantastic aquarium. Their sense of humor may be a little twisted, but I assure you their displays inside are awesome. Here's another one. This one's also kind of in front of Ripleys Aquarium of the Smokies. We're trying to remember if we saw this one last year or if it was one of the snow people that were fishing. Or maybe they have one of each. This looks a lot like something I'd like to have in our front yard back at home for the Halloween season. I think I'm gonna steal this idea. I may put some little bit spookier props in there though. I think this dude's done. He said, no more. I'm not delivering any more mail. You're out of luck. And there you go, Gatlinburg. I definitely know that there's a snow people version of these two. The little pumpkin boy and his dog are in front of Uber over Gatlinburg this year. One cool thing that Uber Gatlinburg does every year is they do have an Oktoberfest. Looks like they're running 7 days a week. I think they run to November. I'm not entirely sure. I did look it up on the website as far as like pictures and stuff. It looked like a cool event, but one that we're not going to be able to attend this year.
That's a friendly looking pumpkin man you sitting by.
Yeah, he's a good friend of mine.
Oh, very good.
Remember him from last year. He wasn't sitting here though.
No.
He's migrated down.
Aw, she reading you guys a story.
Trying, but JJ's covering up the words.
Jay!
Looking pretty good back here by the old Smokey Moonshine. This is a pretty fun area back here in Old Smoky. They got the Moonshine Distillery back there, a winery. Nice little 7D theater. And they also got live entertainment up here on this stage all day. And they pretty much do this, I think, all day long. Pretty good stuff.
Sure do have a lot of pumpkin friends.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm a likable guy. Why wouldn't I have a lot of pumpkin friends?
Wow.
What's
Jay,
that say?
you just poked your friend in the eye.
Mean.
Coffee? It's too hot for coffee.
It is pretty roasty out. The old shooting gallery next to the 70 shoot 'em up cinema is gone. Looks like they put in a retro arcade now. Let's go find out what's so retro about this place. Oh, look at this Ghostbusters pinball machine. Ha! That's awesome, man. It's very similar to the pinball museum up there by the Space Needle. I wonder if they're associated with one another or if this is a completely different operation. Dude, look at this. Gauntlet Dark Legacy. I used to play this all the time as a kid. I loved this game. It's not nearly as large as the pinball museum, but it is pretty cool. I do like it. They do have a lot of old retro games, as does the pinball museum, but there's a couple I've seen in here that the other place does not have. What's the deal, buddy? Why'd you get rid of the shooting gallery, huh? Give me an idea how busy it is here today. Look at all the people on the sidewalk and all those cars trying to get in. It looks like the Reagan Terrace Mall is hopping today. That's a pretty cool area back there. They got mini golf, escape rooms, one of those rope courses, a lot of cool stuff back there. And a hot sauce museum.
Are you befriending the whole village?
And look, there's 3 pumpkin people in this one.
Wait. Oh, hello. That one looks a little not like the others.
There's no pumpkin people back here in the marketplace, but it's kind of a neat little alley. I like the marketplace alley because it's kind of like narrow. It's just, I don't know, it's pretty cool because it's kind of like tucked in back here, just out of the way. It's like they made this sign up and then we're like, oh shoot. We screwed up, cross out half of it. Looks like this dude's exhausted from shopping. Either that or he's just watching his significant other's shopping bag while they're shopping up a storm somewhere else. I don't know, he looks pretty happy about the purchases though. I'm gonna head into the village and look around now. This is my absolute favorite place. We already took a look at the side entrance. Out here in the front, the Scarecrows have rakes for heads and gourds for eyes. Just inside the village, there's this couple. I think it'd be a little bit cuter actually if he was trick-or-treating, but check this out. Check out the detail on the pumpkin people. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. Pumpkin dandruff? I love it back here because it's just so quiet. I just love the way it looks too. There's all kinds of little shops tucked away. Including this one I've never noticed before. This used to be a gallery. Looks like it's not here anymore. Any Horror Night fans out there? Does this remind you of the Bill and Ted show? Last spring when I was here, I watched them tear this thing out and bust it all up. I wasn't sure what they were doing. I was really afraid that they were completely gonna remove the fountain from back here because I loved this fountain, but it looks like they put it back in. So right here in front of Old Smokey Tennessee whiskey, I think this is a different scene than they had in the window last year. In fact, I like this one better. I think it's especially clever that the marshmallows are toasted. And I love spooky, scary stuff, but I also have a place in my heart for this kind of fall decoration. There's actually a lot of interesting detail in this little scene. Look, Jimmy, it's Backdoor Jay and his scooter. I love the live entertainment they have that walk up and down the streets in Gatlinburg. Especially this little trio, man. They're pretty talented. I think these 3 little pumpkin people are inspired by that awesome little trio I just witnessed. Looks like the same instruments they're playing, I do believe. Yeah, they were pretty good. I sat and listened to them for a while. These particular pumpkin people are in front of the Gatlinburg Inn. Found another one outside of Flapjack's. And I like this one. He's serving up, or he or she, is serving up some pancakes. I think I may have seen one like this before last year, but in a different location. Or is it just me or do these bears not look too happy that there's a bench on top of them? Man, there's some more of them. I don't understand what's going on with the pumpkin kids in this town. They're crazy. Also, look at this dude. This little guy looks like he's trying to inch his way to the street. He's probably running from those crazy pumpkin kids. This particular guy is ready to ride to the top of this Gatlinburg Space Needle. Check him out. Here's one sitting on a bench with a clipboard and an apple. Looks like they're debating the pros and cons of visiting the Hollywood Car Museum here. I hope that one of the cons on that list that they're contemplating is that the museum is closed and all the cars are covered up. So at first we weren't sure if this little guy was this like pumpkin guy's ventriloquist puppet or if it was a kid, and I think it is a kid, but it looks like he's actually harvesting the child. If that's what the true meaning of the Gatlinburg fall harvest is, pumpkin children being harvested. Oh, I love this. It's a pumpkin tic-tac-toe on a hay bale. I wonder how many pumpkins do you think accidentally get broke from people dropping them playing this? Lindsay, look, the Tennessee squirrels got to that pumpkin just like they get to our pumpkins. Or was it you? Did you eat the pumpkin? You look guilty.
He looks happily full.
Yeah, he's very satiated. Those people look a little bit happy, like maybe they put a hit out on a relative up there by the golf course. So far, Lindsay, I have two good suspects for the pumpkin mystery. That bear and those pumpkin people over there. They look like they're just minding their own business like nothing happened. Or maybe it was her. Maybe she called in the hit on that poor pumpkin up there. And she is on her phone. Some sort of car show in Gatlinburg this weekend, so all day up and down this parkway they've had cars revving their engines. You can hear it. You could hear it a minute ago. Starting to slow down a bit for the evening. This is the best time to walk through Gatlinburg, when it's starting to clear out. This is the last pumpkin guy I'm going to show for the night. There's a lot more around here than the ones that I showed. It's just this year they were really hard to get to. People kept sitting by them, and I don't know, it was just difficult filming them all. Well, that's going to do it for us for our first night back to Gatlinburg this fall. What an awesome night, man. Running around, checking out all the decorations and the pumpkin people. And now we finally get a shot at this photo op. This sucker's been crowded all day long when we've been here with people filing in. But what do you think? What did you think of all the awesome fall decorations this year?
I like it. They really went all out. There's pumpkins everywhere.
Yeah. See, last year we caught it at the very tail end. I think it was actually Halloween or November 1st, and they were already taking all this stuff down and putting up Christmas lights. We were kind of watching it go on, but we did catch some of it last season, but a lot happier this year that we're right in the thick of it for sure. Yeah. And it's awesome, man. You need to come out to Gatlinburg. This is probably, I would say this is probably the best place to spend a fall day on any given day, you know what I mean? Tennessee fall is beautiful, or fall in the, Tennessee in the fall is beautiful. It's late, I'm tired. Can't think or formulate sentences. Good night, thanks for watching. Quick little bonus clip here. We bought a bottle of wine from the little wine store back by Old Smokies in Gatlinburg. I think it's called Bootleggers, but we're not 100% sure. It just said winery outside the store facade. Let's open this up and take a taste. So I picked out pumpkin spice because I was hoping Gatlinburg had sort of like some fall food or some fall taste going on, and I didn't notice anything, did you?
No.
Like anything fall, so I was like, well, I'm not a
just
big...
this.
Right, and I'm not a big pumpkin spice fan, but I thought, it goes with fall. So that's why I got it. Certainly smells like pumpkin spice. Whew. And I hope it doesn't taste like it smells. Wow, that's pretty good, but it is really sweet. So this is the second sort of, I don't want to call it specialty wine, but a bottle of wine we bought from a specialty wine store in Gatlinburg. Both of them so far have been super, super sweet for wine.
My kind of wine.
Yeah, your kind of wine, but it's like almost, it was like so sweet all the saliva left my mouth, almost like if it was really dry. I do like it, but it does have a strong, I don't know about pumpkin spice, but more like malt spice. You know what I mean? You ever had those, like, that malt spice that you can kind of throw in with your apple cider and boil it up and drink it? Have you ever tried that, Lindsay?
No.
Oh, well, that's what it tastes like. You're about to try it. All right, Lindsay likes sweeter wine a lot better than I do. Go ahead and give it a shot real quick.
Pumpkin spicy.
Very pumpkin spicy. Yeah, I didn't think it was pumpkin spicy, but what do I know? She probably has a better understanding of pumpkin spice than I do.
Well, no, I know what you're I understand what you're saying with the mulled spikes. Mulled spices?
Mulled spices, yes, I think is what they're called. But
It is pretty strong, but
11% alcohol. This is gonna get interesting. All right, good night.